For most of us at the start of a fresh week, we need some inspiration. Our next story would inspire you to also pick something that you can do to change your communities. You know, parents all over the world work hard and brave the odds in order to give their children a good and comfortable life. But this next story you're about to watch is a tale of two parents who brave the odds in order to give hope to homeless children and children born to mentally ill mothers in the Upper East region. Felix and Mary started the God's Love residential home in Bolga out of their compassion for less fortunate children. But when an infant was killed by her mentally ill mother in cold blood, the couple decided they would rather begin to rescue as many of such children as possible and give them a better chance in life. Here's a story by our Upper East regional correspondent, Albert Sorry.
The joy of family. This is the God's Love residential home in Bolga in the Upper East region. Founded in the year 2003, this home for less privileged children started from a two-bedroom apartment. Today, it is home to over a dozen children who are either orphans or are from less privileged homes. Mary Akampoy and her husband, Felix, started this home out of their compassion for these children. The aim was to help these children, give them some hope and a better chance in life. But they later decided to shift more of their focus to children born to mentally ill mothers. The reason behind this motivation was a rather sad story.
There was this mentally sick mother whose child was crying so much. All the women around were wailing at her to feed the child. She kind of got frustrated and just took the child out and hit the head against a rock in the market. And the child died instantly. And so this was something that drew our attention to the fact that this class of children need extra care.
Later in 2008, a philanthropist by name Alan Cameron from Jersey, through his organization Island Aid for World Children, supported them to put up this present apartment to house these children who have nowhere to go. But for all this support and the determination of Mary and her husband, these children here could have been without homes and without any hope of a bright future. Among them, this one-year-old set of twins whose mother was mentally ill. These boys were rescued because their pregnant mother was discovered by a good citizen who realized she was mentally unwell and drew the attention of Mary and Felix to her.
We went to her rescue, traced through to get her family, took her to the hospital, and the good news is these two you see today.
Mary says the mother is gradually responding to treatment.
After delivery, we followed up with her on her medication, and today she is very close to normal. She comes here on her own to visit her children. And our happiest day will be the day mother and her children will reunite as a family.
There are 11 children currently in the God's Love residential home. Another 13 are being taken care of by the home, even though they do not live here permanently. Over the years, dozens of less fortunate children have come under this roof and gone on to become responsible adults in society. Rebecca Akomse, now a teacher, was once a child not too sure of her future until she was rescued by the God's Love residential home.
I lost my mom when I was not up to 8 years. So basically, they started taking care of me when I was in the junior high school. To me, I saw them and I still see them as my parents, God-given gifts, because what they always do for us, you can't imagine.
Like many charity organizations, God's Love Residential Home survives on the benevolence of kind-hearted people and the sacrifices of people like Felix and Mary Akampoi. But donations alone are sometimes not enough.
We also have a few times where some particular individuals may give us a donation, and this also helps us. But it is not consistent. It is not consistent.
This mentally sick mother, pregnant mother, she put to bed through cesarean section. But surely if she was left on the street, that would have been impossible. Today we have these two handsome boys. This is simply what we are saying. That together we can all make the world a better place.
For now, Mr. and Mrs. Felix Akampoi and these children will hope for a great future as they go through the journey of life together as a family, one step at a time. For Joy News, Albert Sori, reporting from Bolga, Tanga.
And from Bolga, Tanga, we're joined by Felix.